Satnam, offering a pick a card reading. Satnam means the truth is within you. So trust what comes through for you over anything I have to say. And as you take in these cards, notice what you're drawn to, perhaps a word, a color, animal, or number. And as you move through the reading, listen intuitively. Notice what lands within you. And perhaps you see a card or a plant or a sign or phase of the moon that really calls to you. And let this be a starting point to explore your own awareness and your own connection with the divine. Timestamps will be listed below, and I thank you for your listening. If this first card spoke to you, the skunk, or the number 9 spoke to you, perhaps there's a message here. And are you willing to be in the energy of your truth, of your true calling, your worthiness, and your ability to shine as a state of being, that you are heard without saying a word, that you can own who you are within action, that the fire within is felt, and yet the yin is holding space for you to receive your wish fulfillment, your abundance, your next stage on your journey, far different from the stories you were told. How can you stake claim to you and feel into your worthiness, your belonging here on this planet? Will you accept and receive what Spirit has for you, what's growing within you to open up to? And perhaps others are showing you your worth, that Spirit is pointing in the direction, is mirroring back for you a lesson here, for you to see exactly who you are. And deep down, will you trust that you already know? There's already a remembering, a knowing of how amazing you are. And maybe you don't have to make a stink about it. That being vulnerable and just everyone knowing that that's possible is enough. Could it be that you intimidate others? Could it be that your power frightens even you? Or perhaps your power frightened others and they pushed you down, and now it's time to say, no way, here I am. What longs to your heart, in your heart? That 9 really calls to wish fulfillment with the word worth. What do you really want for yourself, and will you go after it? Like no holds bar, like tenacity, that energy within. And receive it as it comes towards you. And know that if something isn't for you, you have the strength to move it along, or that Spirit will take it for you. Got a lot here actually that just fell out. Speaking of moving along, got the Chariot, the 9 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, the Hermit. Let's see how we can do this. I didn't expect all these cards to come out. Maybe you don't expect what's coming for you. Maybe you don't expect it. The Chariot tells me there's movement, and perhaps there's a journey through the 9 of Wands and the 6 of Swords, of going inward. Ooh. Going inward. And there might be a challenge there with that. some sort of adversity or struggle from the past, to let this love come in. And is that love, will you trust that love that's coming in, or that energy that's coming towards you? And the octopus, it really senses and feels. And you feel that wave of change, perhaps. And when you flow with that current, think of Nemo and that current, and that curiosity that you once held, that playful energy, will you let that bring you into you and rise above the thoughts and not attack yourself as you travel deeper within your soul into this remembering of who you are and what brought you here. There's a purpose, and perhaps this is simply a stage on your journey. And the words, will you receive, keep coming through, especially with that Ace of Cups. Lots of movement here, energetically and through the mind. And will you transcend what the mind conjures up to what you can really feel for you, and feel through what's being presented to something new. And will you forgive? How curious can you be about who you are? How curious will you be about what is possible for you? And will you keep stabbing yourself? Will you keep biting your nails? Will you keep biting your tongue? Or will you allow growth? Maybe you weren't left out in the cold. Maybe this energy is asking for change. This energy, the next bottom deck energy, is also the Six. The Six of Swords. Snow in the summer. The name itself sounds like something unbelievable. Perhaps you are an enigma, you are unbelievable, you are amazing, and let that energy come in and come through. I believe chrysanthemums, I believe that they are a flower for the heart. I could be wrong. If you are never left out in the cold, what if Spirit has always been here with you? Holding space for you every step of the way. And will you reevaluate all those beautiful lessons as you feel within yourself? Allow the beauty of light and dark. Allow that deepening within your heart and soul. One final message. This isn't as tricky as you think. Feel it out. Sense what you know to be true, and not to be afraid of you, not to be afraid of change. Not to be afraid of life. You are worth all the energy you put into yourself, and imagine that return. Invest some time in you. We're here for you. is waiting for you to grow. Ah, beautiful. Don't let your past hold you back. See how you can move through the lessons with a new thought, a new feeling toward yourself, from yourself. The bottom deck energy here is to believe in the impossible. You're possible, and you're worth what it takes to make your dreams come true. If this second card spoke to you, perhaps there's a message here for you. And will you embrace the in-between, this transition, 26 to 8, there's infinite wisdom within. And imagine, or what if you are this amazing light and you simply taking a pause, or you have taken a pause to regroup, rebalance, refuel, and reset. And perhaps the best is yet to come. And what if you could be here right now? Like, you're enough, this is contentment. This is this moment. This is this breath. And this is my life. And imagine that's enough, that you're enough right here, right now, in all you are, standing on one leg or two. And the flamingo is very interesting in that what it consumes, it shows externally. That pink color in the feathers is a result of its diet. So what it eats, it shows. So what are you taking in that is now showing who you are? And could be this transformation or working between two worlds. And will you feel that out and embrace it? Embrace you. Embrace this gift that you are. Embrace this gift that life is. Doesn't have to be a daunting task, or we don't have to rush to the next step. There's something here for you. There's something very amazing and pleasant about this space right in between that's joyous. And movement of cups. So learning. What are you learning about yourself and how you feel versus what you think? What are you learning about yourself as in expressing the emotional body and the undercurrents that pull you down versus the riptide that feels dangerous, or that upliftment, or the other fish in the sea and the other creatures around you that you feel and sense and know that are part of your atmosphere, that are part of your world. Oh, bottom deck energy. A choice to see from the higher perspective, a choice to connect to another, a choice to connect to you, a choice to embrace all these layers that life brings, heaven on earth, you may embody. Wow. And they keep saying it doesn't have to be a daunting task. It doesn't have to be a daunting task. Why do we run from what we feel? Why do we run from another thinking we're running and saving ourselves, but we're protecting? 3. I see. What hurts? What hurts? And reciprocity, you totally deserve to be received. And they're kind of saying this for. So not to hold to the pain and not to hold for attack, but energetically, what's fueling you? And are you feeling that out and willing to go along, go with the flow, the space between your pain and receiving something new? And what would happen? What would happen if you let go? What would happen if you let go? Does that hold to that thought, that story? Really, does it serve the pain? Does it limit your choices? Does it hinder your experience here? when you continue to cycle, what happens when you breathe into your heart space? What do you know to be true? And how can you break free of the illusion of the pain and open to something new and believe that you can receive. Believe that you can receive. And Spirit is here to give to you, to work through you. What does that feel like to let God in? And who is showing you how magical and beautiful you are? How are they showing you? Will you learn a new language? Learn a new language of feeling. And there's freedom with that feeling. Freedom. It's a choice to let go of the pains of the past and transmute that energy. Can you offer it up and make room? The branch that they're holding to is standing out. It's amazing when you watch birds or you watch squirrels. It's amazing to watch them jump from one branch to the next. They trust it. I suppose it's like a monkey going from branch to branch. They trust. They trust that branch will hold them. They trust that that tree will continue to stand. And it moves, right? The trees move in the wind. The limbs move when the squirrel jumps off. And there's a point that you let go to let something new in. There's a point between what you once held to and what's new, what's here for you. And will you trust that? You have everything you need within you, and you're learning in this space in between. And that's okay. A winged pea. Maybe we should look that up. I don't know all my plants. Yeah, some of those pea plants, they kind of grow in vines too. Some vines are so beautiful. They continue to stretch for more ground, to reroot, to start a new bud. And the lotus plant, in general, has to go through the darkness to find the light, yeah? Bottom deck energy is work through your fears. Imagine you wouldn't be stung. Imagine this is a new moon illuminating for you, a new opportunity for you. Two fell out here. Oh, show the world the real you. A sense of abundance, authenticity, true connection. Would you ever trust a connection if there's walls in between? Are you ready to bring your walls down? Are you ready to take off the lens of that pain and learn from it with fresh eyes? Adjustments are required, third quarter moon. It's almost like almost there. That's what I'm getting. It's like you got it. You got it. The pages, or the nights, the movement, those are like your nights. They're learning. And can you be okay with learning? Maybe something magical is waiting for you on the other side of what you've been holding on to. Dance in the light of the moon. Shine bright in this world, in day and night. Open to the choices Spirit has presented to you. Once you let go, you will see what is here for you. I do hope this served well. Satnam. If this third card spoke to you, perhaps there's a message here for you. Be playful. What if it's time to drop the agenda and simply love the moment and enjoy? Splash around in the rain, run around, make a mess, create some art. Oh, dance around. What would it feel like to break that mold that holds you back from that initial desire or draw to explore a new way of being? Laughter, playfulness, a smile from the inside out. What a gift you would bring to the world as you explore this possibility through your own presence, inviting others to do the same, to bring more joy in the world, more love, more laughter. 51 to 6. I think of that as love. I think of that as a choice to step in. What does it mean to be playful for you? What holds you back? What would it feel like to just run and open your arms to the world? Or to be playful with someone else without an agenda? The card's dropped there. 10 of Cups. And bottom deck. Wow. Just get the sense of cups full and this idea of like joy is here. Like embrace it. Embrace it. You have all you need within you. You have all what you need within you. Imagine your chakras in alignment. And can you attune to your body and your emotional frequency in a playful way? Is love being offered to you? Or do you want to offer love to another? Do we have to be so serious about it? Can it be fun and joyous? Can you bring curiosity and laughter to your connections and how you give and receive feeling, love, emotion, this moment? And transforming the way you feel, exploring from top to bottom, inside out. Your cup is full. If you continue, as you continue to take care of you, this gives you more to offer. What a gift. What a gift. What gifts have you been holding back that you want to share? Perhaps it's time to open up and give that big heart of yours. Bottom jack. You're holding back. Why hold back? Your love. And yes, a rose, it smells so good. Doesn't it smell so good? And the petals are so soft. And yes, you can get pricked. If you're careful and kind, you're fine. The king is stable. Diamonds in the material realm. There's solid ground for you to take the next step. To offer your heart, to offer your energy, to express your emotions, to be with you, to be with another. Next bottom deck energy is the Heart of Wands. So that would be like your Queen of Wands. The next bottom deck that feels like it wants to come through as patience. So perhaps there's some patience needed, some playfulness rather than planning ahead, you know? And just letting this connection be as it wants. Like, does it need to have this strategic energy? Or can there be this balance? And are you holding to what you ought to see or ought to do? And can you step forward softly, kindly, with the passions that are coming through you, and honor the emotions that are there, and being patient with each other. Being patient with each other. Is it time to offer? Is it time? I don't know what they're saying. I don't know if you're playing games, somebody was playing games, or perhaps it's a game of chance. In the song Joanne Shaw Taylor, she talks about like the game of love's a losing game. What if it's not? What if you have all you need within you and you're solid in your own emotional connection and awareness to yourself, that you're offering to another is really bringing more to you rather than taking something from you? Will you allow yourself to open up to the pot at the end of the rainbow, to open up beyond the strategic planning and this careful, tactful nature into this playful possibility of life as it unfolds, as you unfold the layers of who you are, the delicate balance of life. And we don't need to micromanage our emotions or micromanage a relationship or micromanage another. Let it be fun. What brings you joy? What is fun to you? What is fun to you? What is fun? Remember who you are. Time for healing. So perhaps there's something out of balance. There might be a reason for the hesitation, and bringing some light to that. Bottom deck energy. Conclusions are within reach. And the wood energy is kind of like this energy of vision. And just know that it's all here for you, this possibility of healing. And let it be fun. And love yourself all the way through. Sending lots of light and love. Satnam.